Heyo, I am back and I have something to show you. It's a flat screen TV. No, it's a laptop. This box has been opened. This is just information that I'm covering up. Anyway, the box has been opened. It has another thing in it that was given to my brother. He got the gold Zelda thing. Anyway. N64 game, actually. Anyway, this is the power supply for said laptop. Actually, no, this is the power supply. I want to compare it to the one for my D600. Ignore this big long cable here. This is the one that's connected here. Look how small this is. It's a much smaller power supply, and yet, what's the power on this? 19.5 volts. What's this thing using? It's 20 volts, 65 watts, and this doesn't say the watts. Oh, here's the amps. 3.25, 3.34. So yeah, lower ampere volt. It's yeah, it's still interesting. Anyway, this is the other part of it. Just goes in like any other one of these. Anyway, that's not interesting. What's interesting is the laptop itself. Let's get this thing out. And here it is. In a lot of bubble wrap. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here's the laptop. Let's get a quick outside tour of it first. We got the power plug, VGA port, Ethernet port, USB, what I assume to be a PCMCIA port, so I've been told. There's like a wireless switch. As the SD card slot. And the latch open. This is some kind of a Wi-Fi antenna or something. This is another USB, microphone, headphone, a blocked modem port, which I find slightly interesting. Get the hard drive bay here with some kind of a screw to unlock it. This I'll get back to. And this is another USB. Here we have what I think may be a, ooh, the hinge looks a little strange. I'll get back to looking at that later. It just looks a little strange. Whatever, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. And, underneath, there's like a key. There's one of those product keys or whatever. I'm not sure why I'm covering that up. I don't think I'll use it. I think it's Vista as well. Anyway, there's like a docking port here. RAM, most likely. Yeah, this also has 2 gigs of RAM. This is going to be put in place of this thing, which is making the PC cards or PCMCIA over there. Okay, so we have some battery light, a charging light, and a sleep mode light. Let's open it up, shall we? Oh. I feel like this was opened up asymmetrically a lot of times, and it may have worn the hinged slightly. But over here is a power button, a lock button. Looks like we lock the power button. Yep, that's what it is. There's like a rotation thing. Yeah, that I'll get back to a bit. There's a think vintage button. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that's supposed to do. And a power button. Wait a minute. Why are there two power buttons? Oh yeah, there's also like a fingerprint thing. Ooh. And there's this button. And the buttons and the wheel thing. So you're wondering why there's two power buttons and why there's only one hinge. You know, the one hinge. And those who are very observant, why there's a hole here. May have sounded strange, but I'll show you why I just did that. Ooh, spinny. Yes, this is a convertible tablet laptop. And the thing I skipped over here, that's a stylus. It has a button on this side, some kind of button on here, possibly for erase or something. And here's the screen. It's some kind of glossy version. Up here, there's like a hole for a webcam, which I did not get. Not very surprised. Now, I'd like to see BIOS possibly of this thing. Let's open it up again. Oh, that's my mouse and a bunch of pencils and things. Okay, so let's turn it on. See a bunch of lights turn on. Gotta hit the think vintage button back here. Which didn't work. Hang on. That was loud. I'll make sure to hit the think vintage button this time. Or not. That's another fail. It's the second time we've heard that. This time I hit it. Okay, so F1. Okay, the buttons don't seem to hit very easily. Okay, so BIOS version 3.1. BIOS date. Ooh. Big blah blah blah. CPU type. Yeah, Core 2 Duo, that's a little obvious. CPU speed 1.8 GHz. A little lower than my preferred 2 or above, but well, you can't win everything. Definitely better than what this has. Okay, so installed memory 2 gigs, that's not a surprise. Some kind of UUID and things. Okay, so I wonder if this works in the BIOS. No, it does not. I wonder if this is one of those versions where you can actually touch the screen. Yeah, there's a bubble wrap and things. So yeah, this is going in place of that. And it also seems, right now, to have significantly better battery life. Okay, so let's look through things. Config, network, stuff. I'll be back in a second after I look at all this. Okay, so I set everything I need for the BIOS. Just hit F10. Yes, I think I'll just plug this in. Probably doesn't need to be, but I'm going to anyway. Give me a second. So I'm currently setting up fingerprint things. That fingerprint scanner down there. back a minute after I finish doing this. Okay, so, yeah, I have everything set up. I have it plugged in. Something I noticed, for one thing, it's not the finger touch version. You can only use the pen. Another thing, well, actually, there's like a rotation button. That doesn't work. What you have to do is open it up and do there's something you do where you just Control Alt. You press Control Alt and then you click a arrow key, and it gives you different orientations. Something I've noticed also is that there is, I'm not sure you can see that, there it is. There's a dead pixel. Now it's not really gonna bother me because there's so many pixels that seems significant and I didn't notice it very quickly. It's just something that I think might have been, I think it should have been mentioned at least that there was a dead pixel, if they noticed. I'm hoping they noticed. Like I said, it doesn't really bother me. Something that seems like a nice feature is I think this has Bluetooth, as you can see by the Bluetooth logo here. I'm gonna just see. Should be under this, I think. So, yeah, Bluetooth radios. This does have Bluetooth. It's like a biometric devices. That's most likely that fingerprint sensor. Yeah, the Core 2 Duo. Yep, that's definitely dual core. On the whole, I'm currently pretty happy with what I'm looking at, despite the dead pixel and the non-moving button. Wait a minute. Yep, the not working buttons. Yeah, I don't think any of these buttons are currently working except for the power button. But it's not too bad. Apparently, clicking the button on the pen is a right click. Yep. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's a quick overview. Well, not very quick, but that's an overview and unboxing of the this tablet laptop thing. You get out of here. And it's some update thing. On the whole, it's good, and it's much better than that. Well, you'll probably see a bit more of this later, but well, see ya.